if your core value is creativity, but you're stuck in a job that doesn't allow for creative expressions, all those productivity hacks, every piece of information, taking it on board, try to set your goals, you just don't seem to be getting anywhere. The real power of this approach is when you create a synergy that connects all these elements together. So you're not just changing what you do, you're transforming who you are at a fundamental level. Remember, you're not a problem that needs to be fixed. You're a person with incredible potential. You've probably read all the self-help books out there that there are to read. You still don't feel quite the same. All those productivity hacks, every piece of information, taking it on board, try to set your goals. You just don't seem to be getting anywhere. So we're going to explore why traditional self-help often falls short and what you can do instead. You're probably thinking, oh great, here's another guru telling me how to live my life. But here's the thing, it's not about following somebody else's blueprint. It's about understanding yourself at a deeper level. Plus, you create a personalized approach that works for you. And I'm probably going to lose 50% of the people who are watching this video at this stage. But if you just hear me out. So we're going to explore 3 key elements that are very different to traditional self-improvement. The first key element is growth foundations. Your second is something known as transformation catalysts. And when you combine the two together, you get a powerful synergy. You see where I'm going with this, right? Now you might think that this is a 30-minute quick fix, but it's actually not. You want to become a better version of yourself. Let's dive in. Our first section that we're going to cover is growth foundations. Within growth foundations, there are 3 core areas that you really need to focus on. The first core area is something known as practical knowledge and skills. In this, I'm not exactly talking about learning a new skill or a language. Now, those are great too, though. What I'm talking about is having a deeper understanding of what the world is all about. Within this, you also look at how people think and how you can navigate through life's challenges. Sounds a little bit like self-improvement, doesn't it? Let's have a deeper look. Here's the thing, in today's world, all people do is know facts. What they forget to do is understand how to apply knowledge or how to seemingly connect unrelated ideas and how to adapt quickly to new situations. For example, understanding basic psychology can actually help you with negotiation and even in marketing yourself. Learning about systems thinking can help you solve complex problems. Now, one way to actually develop this area is learn about a new knowledge area, work on it for 30 days consistently, master it, and then assess whether it actually improves your life after 30 days. So we're coming to the second core element. The second core element is mental and emotional state. Mental and emotional states is understanding what's going through your mind and your heart. Now, something that self-improvement gurus don't actually tell you is mastering your mind versus your emotions. It doesn't mean that you'll never be stressed. It just means that you will actually have the right tools to navigate through any stressful activities that come your way. Now, I'm quite big on mindfulness, and there's a reason for that. Mindfulness helps you reduce anxiety, makes you or gives you the ability to focus on what you are doing. Partner it with building resilience and you have the ability to bounce back a lot faster. So why not start a daily mindfulness practice? It's your pick, I don't make the choice for you. And the last element within practical skills and knowledge is core personal attributes. So what are the fundamental aspects of who you are? Have you ever explored this question? Have you looked at your values, your strengths, your uniqueness in a little bit more depth? Now, the goal of this isn't to change who you are at the core. It's about understanding who you are and aligning your life with the values you want to live. For example, if your core value is creativity, but you're stuck in a job that doesn't allow for creative expressions, you're going to feel so unfulfilled. but understanding you are unfulfilled because you haven't got the ability to have that creative expression changes things in a certain way. You begin to want to make changes that enable you to fulfill your creative expression. Here's an action step that actually helps you understand your core values at a deeper level. Write down your top 5 values. For each value, look at how your current life aligns with the values. Rate them out of 10. Gives you a clear picture of where you want to make changes. Now, the second part to this was transformation catalysts. Transformation catalysts are those things that actually help you make a change in your life. First up, under transformation catalysts would be self-reflection and awareness. Yep, you've got to get to know yourself on a deeper level. But the biggest key there is honesty. You need to be willing to look at your strengths and weaknesses without any form of judgment. The biggest mistake that people actually make is forgetting that awareness is the first step to change. For example, you might understand from journaling that you often procrastinate on important tasks because you're afraid of failure. So this awareness allows you to start addressing the root cause rather than forcing yourself to be more productive. If it was me, I'd start journaling. It's amazing what you learn about yourself when you start journaling. Spend 10 minutes each evening understanding what's happened in your day, what your emotions are and your actions. Then comes the interesting part. It's known as integrating practices and habits. The key here, guys, is integration. You want to create a holistic approach. For instance, a good routine and morning practice could be exercising, meditating, and even reading, or playing with the camera. Now comes the biggest part of all, something I call synergy effects. The real power of this approach is when you create a synergy that connects all these elements together. And when you want to create an ultimate better version of yourself, your growth foundations become your raw materials. And transformation catalysts become your tools. And when you work on all these areas together, they reinforce and amplify one another. So, for example, your practical knowledge informs your habits. Your mental states affect how you approach your life aspirations. And your core attributes guide your self-reflection. Ideally, you probably use self-reflection to understand yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses as a leader. You develop integrated practices to support your growth, like networking to become a more effective leader. And then you constantly refer back to your aspiration to stay motivated and focused. This is a holistic approach, and this holistic approach creates a powerful upward spiral to growth. Now, as you improve in one area, it naturally leads to improvement in other areas. So you're not just changing what you do, you're transforming who you are at a fundamental level. So why does this approach surpass traditional self-improvement? It's holistic, authentic, sustainable, flexible, empowering, and best of all, it addresses root causes. To wrap this up, remember, you're not a problem that needs to be fixed. You're a person with incredible potential. That's all for today. Now, if this video resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this, or you could share it with somebody who really needs to hear this message. Until next time, keep growing, keep reflecting, and keep pushing those boundaries. Your best self is waiting for you.